YouTube. Hello there everyone here on YouTube. Let me start my timer because I forgot about that because I'm such a noob. It doesn't seem like I even... this is a wrong playlist. Oh! Hang on a second. By the way guys, here on YouTube, I'm actually gonna change that part. Thank you for the issue there. I'm gonna actually have to change that up on the next episode, so just so I don't stop this recording for now. It's already started it. So yeah,
Yes,
Rohan campaign. Let's keep going. I'm just checking if I did all the movements. Yeah, specifically
Your
these
orders, my lord.
units.
Yes, my
That's
lord.
the best stuff. Agents.
Your orders.
Did I move
Yes,
them?
my lord.
Yeah. So right now my cat is doing some weird stuff here on. I think that's good. Love to cause you issues, no problem. You really like to do those, man. Specifically when you're battling against me and ripping me apart. By the way, guys, you can always take a stab at me, specifically when I'm playing Total War Warhammer for now. Because I'm the total noob in multiplayer battles. And in the game, kind of. You know, I should be better, I feel like I should be better than what I'm playing. But that's mostly because of, you know, I work 9 hours a day, so it's not the same as being a full-time YouTuber. Which I totally can't. I would be ruined in a couple of months. Okay, so I am losing some money, which means that right now I have to stop on the whole building stuff and start building some, you know, upgrading some stuff. I got a coming of age here. He's a really lousy commander, so he's just gonna go over to Athens. Yeah.
Yes. By your command.
Your orders, my lord.
This is a little bit of a better one, and so is this one. I'll check those out afterwards. But to be honest, being good at single-player battles won't make you good in a multiplayer. Of course, because multiplayer just changes a lot. You have the meta game, which is what, for instance, you know, which is the basic army types that are going in. Now, for instance, just to explain you, a little while ago, I learned that. By doing this. There was a couple of years ago, there was a tournament in Rome 2 for YouTubers, for Portuguese and Brazilian YouTubers. And I won that tournament by simply going online and checking a post from a guy saying, this is the basic meta that's going on right now. And the guy was going, everyone goes elephants and chariots. Here's how you can beat them without using elephants and chariots. And I simply did that. On the end of this episode part, so 20 minutes from now. Don't worry. Just so I have, you know, the full episode without having to stop it right now. Let me go for town guards here. Well, actually, I'm building those town guards, but I would really prefer to have something that would provide me a little bit more money. So these recruits I'm gonna wait on those. Let's check on anything that I can build that actually provides me some money. This actually provides some happiness, so that's good. And Underdrith actually can get those, so that's perfect. What about my agents? I certainly want to talk to Dorinian again.
As you wish.
I can't, but they already have less, so they're going really well.
My lord.
Then I have this other diplomat.
Yes.
I can talk to the Valesman.
A proposition for us?
Really want to give them to exchange something for money. Like 500 is mostly something that they will accept. So all I can offer is a quick rundown of how to win a multiplayer battle in Warhammer.
Farewell then.
Go for it! Let's see.
Yes, my lord.
Top 5 things.
As you wish.
Do you wish they added demons into the Warhammer? It depends, Crappy, on how they add them. But anything that is added to the game, I love it. You know, basically. So go for it. Bart, since I am the YouTube legend, so successful. Bart, go for it. Like top 5 things that you have to consider for multiplayer battles on Total War Warhammer.
Orders.
What would those be?
By your command.
Yes, my lord.
With honor. Your will, my lord. Yes. Yes. Orders. As you your will.
So, we're waiting, Bart. I fought Tukshan 57k subs when I watched them.
Your orders, my lord.
Did I mean you fought him or you ripped him?
My lord. My lord. Yes.
Hang on, let me just see if I don't forget any units. Yeah, I'm just merging around here address.
Yes,
Make
my
sure that
lord.
I get these units there. Okay, so no. Number one would be the right army composition, of course. What would that be
I'm
in
gonna
most
stick
terms?
you. Have a taste of my
Okay,
blade.
that's a unit of Ulukai, so I'm not going to send these guys away for now. I do have a spy here, so I can spot that
I
army
shall
anywhere.
continue tomorrow.
Okay, I fought him but lost, but let's go back to the army composition. Sure thing, mate. Go ahead.
Your will, my lord.
Your orders, my lord.
Okay, so I feel like this is a good general to have, so I'm going to just split up
Yes,
the
my
generals for
lord. Your
now.
orders, my lord.
This is what I usually do
leaving
when
the-
I
Yes,
want
my
to
lord.
make sure that I
Orders.
have good generals, good
Splitting
army
up, my
compositions. Yeah, for now,
Your
I
will, my
think
lord.
that I'm going to wait for a couple of other generals there.
Yes, my
Oh, I
lord.
have these guys, so let's
Your
just go for
yes, my
that.
lord.
We're leaving. Orders.
Now, what I'm going to do is going to
Your
create
will,
an
my
army
lord.
here, which is just the
Orders,
infantry units.
My lord. Your
Just
will,
the
my
weakest
lord.
infantry units.
Orders. Orders. Yes. Your will,
To
my
make
lord.
sure that I can,
Orders.
you know,
Orders. Your will, my lord.
realize how many of those
As
I
you wish,
actually have.
my lord.
Then I'm going to put
Orders.
riders
Your will, my lord.
and
My
Urid
lord.
horse archers on another one,
Yes.
and the
Orders.
skirmishers.
Right, my lord. Your will, my lord.
Archers, I'm going to
My
move them
lord.
away as well, so they're going to be here.
Yes, my lord. Orders. Your will, my lord. My
These
lord.
archers, I could move them there.
By your command.
Good.
Orders. As you
Still have
wish.
another archer there.
We can go no further
So I
today.
can put the Rohan riders into someone else's
Yes.
army.
Your will,
Let's
my
see
lord.
there.
As you wish. Your will, my lord. Orders.
There we go, and this is militia
My
troops.
lord.
So I can
Orders.
move them here. Move
Yes.
these guys here.
My lord.
There we
By
go.
your command.
Most enemy
Merging
effect
armies,
now.
my lord.
So, judging by the game we played, you use a really hectic army comp. Now, against different enemies, you need different units. We cannot really go sideways with halberds as core infantry. Most enemy factions have armored infantry, although halberds are anti-large, the armor piercing will help a lot. You also need heavy infantry who can pack a punch and maybe some archers. You need to look into the generals, heroes, buffs, and other stuff to understand what they do. And the right spells for wizards, which is also important. One of the things that I noticed is that, it seems like you kind of want all the spells, and then you realize that you're going to maybe cast one or two before the main battle begins, and then a third one during the battle. So
Your will,
it's
my
like
lord.
if you only have one spell, you're actually getting
My
a
lord.
good use out of it.
Orders.
It's better than to have a lot of spells.
Orders.
So that will be
Your will,
my
my lord.
first adaptation
As you
for
wish.
the way that I play, you know.
My lord. Orders.
Okay, where are the good juicy
My lord.
units? Hang on a second. I do have some
Your will, my lord.
infantry units here
Orders. My lord.
that I can put over there.
Orders.
Okay, that is fine. This is just so I can check out
Your will, my lord. My
what
lord.
actually do I have here.
By your-
No, I'm
Yes,
not going to
orders.
be merging those units
Your
still.
will, my lord. My lord.
So Rohan Riders or
My
Earth
lord.
Horse Archers, you're going to go over
As
here.
you wish. My lord.
And
Your
Royal
will,
Guard,
my-
where are
my
the
lord.
units?
Your will, my lord.
Rohan
my lord.
Riders, Skirmishers, and
Orders.
Earth Horse Archers
By
go
your
here.
orders.
The
Your will,
specifically
my lord.
good unit, you're going to go over there.
Orders. Your will, my lord.
Where are the
Orders.
best troops?
lord.
Okay, this guy's going
By
here.
your command. Your will, my lord. My lord.
This is a Rohan Rider, so it should
Your will,
go
my lord. Orders.
there. Actually, I'm going to move these guys here.
My lord. By your command. Your will, my lord. Orders. Your will, my lord.
This is just so I can get a glimpse of what I actually have. So I'm going to move these guys here. And then there's the other dude over there.
By your command.
Oh, I messed this up. Where's the cavalry? There we go.
My lord. Your will, as you wish.
There we go.
Will, my lord.
Your order.
My lord.
This is the heavy infantry.
Your will, my
This is the
lord.
archers. This is just a militia
As
unit.
you wish. Your
This is
will,
another
my
cavalry
lord, my
unit.
lord.
So this is the heavy infantry.
By
I'm
your
going to go
command.
there.
Will, my lord.
This is going to go over there.
Joining forces, my lord.
You can only build to the game you played against me. You had bad spells for a bright reason. I'd say always bring 2-3 spells with different lores, mostly the buffs and debuffs, and the magical missiles. So the buffs, of course, since you're concentrating on having a good army comp, you're trying to buff that comp. That actually makes sense, of course. The only thing, for instance, I don't actually know how much damage things actually cause. So that would be one thing that I would check out, you know. While we are at the units and the composition, we are at number 2 already. Know your units. That's where I actually lack, because I'm used to knowing those severe units and on adjusting that stuff. For instance, right now,
I'm gonna
I didn't know
stick
how
you,
good
your
these
will,
guys
my
were.
lord.
You know, how this heavy infantry worked out. They actually work out well, but not to their, to their numbers. These are very powerful units, but there are powerful units on their side as well. So for instance, what works out here perfectly is just a couple of archers to make sure that it's not for the bigger battles. Archers on this mod for me are for most of the cleaning up part.
Have a taste
You
of
know,
my blood.
fighting smaller armies
I'm
like
gonna
this,
stick
you don't
you.
actually want to use infantry
Have a
because
taste
you
of
will
my
lose some
blade.
units
I'm gonna
regardless.
stick you.
So if you have archers, like 5 to 6 units of archers and a proper cavalry charge on the back, you'll eliminate them with minimal losses. You know? Warhammer really gives you a good card from every single unit. It tells you everything you need to know. Yep, the biggest issue on Total War, like for instance, it does have a very good reading on the leadership, on the morale, and then it has a good reading on the hit points. It's the part of the hit points that I still don't grasp ever since Rome 2, for instance, because it's hit points are as a whole on the unit. Like you can notice that it can be on half hit points and still be full of men, which just means that the unit is losing, every single man there is losing health, and then they start getting killed really fast. So that's a mechanic, let's call it, that I haven't fully grasped on ever since Rome 2, honestly. I feel like on Rome 2, for instance, I could have had a little bit more gameplay to get used to these changes and to, because they are
Yes, my lord.
already going on this, on the full game right now. But, it's one of those things, for instance, on the campaign map, I try to ignore a little bit on the magic just to focus on units and overall gameplay. To see what works best or not. I
Yes, my
generally go
lord.
for
Yes.
stuff that will help on the campaign map, like movement range, public order, stuff like that. Which a lot of people don't go. They go for
By your
just
command.
beefy captains and generals, which I'm not used to. I'm not used to.
Your
I'm
orders,
used
my
to
lord.
using
Yes.
the generals as a
Your
buff
orders, my lord.
overall for the campaign. I'm just checking some stuff here to make sure that I don't need anything there. Yeah, so for now, that'll be the end of turn. Sorry about this, guys. Not exactly a very enthusiastically good episode, but I want to make sure that I get a good 3 armies there from the units that I have. I believe I can have that. Yeah, there's a full army right there on the bridge. So my number 3 is really close to number 2, basically just know your enemy as well. Of course, that makes sense. Yep. This is actually good. On Southern Tarbert? Okay, I'm gonna go for that. Dolgodur is besieged, which means that these guys are actually doing a very good job. I'm gonna send this spy here, because I want to spot where that Mordor army went.
Approaching quietly.
I'm just checking the woods, see if it's
Have
over
a
there.
taste of my
This guy.
blade.
I have an edge here. I watch a lot of commentary on Warhammer battles, so I know what people like to bring as different factions, and also know most of the units with all their merits. Yep, that is something that I'm severely lacking, which I really... That's one of the things that I mentioned, which is I have to start playing the campaign, and then I had so many campaigns at some point that I couldn't make any research whatsoever.
As you wish,
So, because I'm not a full-time YouTuber, so I couldn't
my lord.
do the things that I wanted. Which kind of causes the issue. Let me merge some units here. So if I want 3 armies here, I have actually 20. It's kind of like 887 from these units, but that'll give me a lot of infantry if I count with these guys. So I don't need to bring all of these infantry on this army.
Yes.
Right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 archers, which mean 4 each. So 1 Helmingers each.
By your order. Your will, my lord. Order, my lord. Your
and then 3 other archers on each. So the guy that has the best Helmingas is going to receive the lowest quality other archers. There we go. So we are fully divided there. Now, I have a couple of Rohan riders and Irid horse archers. I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Irid horse archers. They usually play as Empire, so you have an edge too. They are the strongest, more capable faction. Yeah, because they have a counter to everything. Finally beat the Skaven. Nice, Krabby. Did you get good losses, like, compared to what you were thinking? Or was it a really annoying battle? Now I have 1 Irid Heavy Lancer for each of these armies, and kind of like a Royal Guard for each. So I'm going to give the best guys, or the worst guys, the Royal Guard. And this guy is going to have that one. I'm going to give him some other troops. So probably some other cavalry units.
Yes, my
Yeah.
lord.
So right now I have like 1, 2, 3 Irid footmen. And a couple of these Reader Mark. I think I'm going to not use these guys. And give him like Reader Mark, Guards of Medusalt, and an Irid Heavy Footman to one of the best armies. Yeah. About 75% of my force is gone. Wow, that was a terrifying battle, dude. That was a scary battle indeed, I'm pretty sure of it. Now, I left this behind because I really want to check that out after. What is this army here? Okay, let me send my spy back
My lord.
so that I can spot it.
Approaching quietly.
Oh, he's bringing in a lot of troops and some good generals. So we're gonna have to
Approaching quietly.
withstand all of this. Now there's 1 unit of Olakai there, and that's it. Along with the general, which is an Uruk bodyguard. Okay, so killing the general will be interesting. Sheesh, that's a lot. Was it 1 great battle? Yeah, I fought 2 full stacks. That's not easy at all. Okay, so
Your orders, my lord.
4 archers plus the 2 generals plus this Irid heavy lancers, then good infantry there. I feel like most of these would just go into cavalry and infantry. So I have only 4 archers. Having these 3 good infantry units means having less good infantry here. So I think 2 spearmen plus 2 earling swordsmen plus 2 axemen should be a decent addition there. But then I'll have 4 slots for extra cavalry. So how about having just a Reedermark skirmisher? Do I have another one? Yes, I have, but I don't have a lot. So Irid horse archers as well. And that's the first army that I'm going to use and join in. Actually going to send him there.
Yes, my lord.
So this guy can join in over here and have those good units. Now I think I'm going to make this guy in a little bit. One thing that I don't like in Total War games is that the AI has no money issues. The more difficult the game is, the less they actually have. Got great swords instead of handgunners. Ooh, yeah. I believe you actually needed those handgunners, right, dude?
Your orders, my lord.
Okay, so
Yes. my
over
lord.
here, I think I need a couple more infantry units. So yeah, they
Your
have like
orders,
2
my
good
lord.
ones. I'm thinking on 2 spearmen, 2 swordsmen, and just 1 earling there, so that I can have 5 more cavalry units. That'll be 2 Irid horse archers and a skirmisher, actually 2 Rohan riders. That's the army that's gonna fight there.
Yes, my lord.
This guy needs the remainder of these cavalry forces
Your
actually.
orders, my lord.
So that's a skirmisher, 2 Irid horse archers, Rohan riders, and the scouts. Actually, the scouts are not going to use them. So that'll be it. And now I can have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 infantry units. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. So this is most of an infantry army focused battle. I can join them over here, and that's it. Retrain some troops, certainly. Then I can build up some Irid heavy lancers and the Riders of the Fold. That's nice. I can actually build up a Royal Guard, but I want, first of all and foremost, to check the constructions here. So what this gave me here is more units available for this. Okay, a great market or a sheep farming, I think that would be nice. This gives me some training of this. So, want to play some battles? I mean, once you finish here. Probably not. Probably be just going... Probably only tomorrow, Bart. I'll just be going for this campaign in order to get a couple of more episodes out. Sorry about that. Sometimes I do need a couple of good recording sessions. Done last year. I'm gonna go for everything that allows me some money. You know, or some public order also helps because it allows money in the long run. Okay, market here, and that's about what I can do.
Your will, my lord.
Yes, my lord.
Yes. Orders.
Alright, let's
Yes,
move
your
here.
will, my
Let's
lord.
actually move over there.
As you wish.
Your orders, my lord.
I'll be able to join up over there with Hama
Your will, my lord.
Yes, my lord.
and get good
orders,
army
my lord.
compositions here. So
Yes, my
after I
lord.
move over here to the Foldburg, tomorrow kind of when tomorrow morning, that's when I can play actually. Okay. Hang on a second. Let's see, do I have any further units that I want to build up? No. By the way, sometimes this happens. See, it has like a hidden
No
tab
fool, send your
unopened one.
emissary to me. My lord.
Right, I like this spy here, but he can actually be
Quietly.
a little bit forward to
Approaching
know.
quietly.
Let me check my
Yes,
diplomat.
my lord.
I certainly want him to go.
Without question. As you wish.
There's from the
I shall
orcs.
continue
I think I
tomorrow.
can request a peace
Tomorrow's
treaty
journey
right now.
planned out. Yes, my lord.
Where
Your
are
orders.
these guys? Let's talk
What
to
is it you wish
Darwinian.
to discuss?
Now I know that they're actually quite elated, and they actually have some good money, so I can request something like this. I think they accepted
This
it.
seems quite reasonable.
See?
Good day to you.
I think I never traded
Yes,
with
my
them, so
lord.
that's why they went for it.
Without question.
Darwinian actually has such an interesting army roster. You know, Thorns and stuff, and Regent guys. Also these men-at-arms. Yeah, I think Darwinian would actually be a very interesting
Yes, my lord.
faction
As
to
you
play
wish.
with. Specifically because
Yes.
of their enemies as well, you know. So I have some money. Let's see if I can build up some stuff. Could get some stables here, but let me see. Dinero, no. Baradvin or Birik? Let's go Baradvin with some communal farming. I need something that gives me some money, you know. Alright, that's cool.
Orders.
Yeah, I did all the movements. Sorry about that. It was a
Your
mostly
orders.
let's move
Yes, my
around
lord.
stuff. Let's fight this Mordor army, and this army can
Your
actually
orders, my
deal with
lord.
whatever
I'm
he's
gonna
sending here.
stick you.
I think so. They have a lot of good troops, but so do I. So do I. They need some experience, so that will
Yes,
be fine.
my lord.
Let's fight these
I'm
guys
gonna
out.
stick you
I
to
can only
battle.
send my generals against them, but
Attack!
since I have all those archer units, I can. That's the idea. Now, since I have so many missile units, you actually should use them to soak this stuff. That is something that changed from most recent Total War titles. Most recent Total War titles, you're mostly fighting 40 versus 40 battles, or 20 versus 20, and you're not actually fighting against small pockets of units. So the overall build-up that you make in army changed a lot recently. And I have to say I haven't been adapting to it too much. Like I'm used to having low quality units just to play these battles and don't lose the heavy quality units until I get a very good battle for the heavy quality units, you know? Now I know that these cavalry units can just kill with a charge there, but I want my archers to do some damage. So these guys are just going to go here. These guys are going to go here. Why the missile, for instance, why the missile cavalry always on the left flank? To ignore the shield. They have shield, and it only defends from attacks on the arc from the shield. So it allows from attacks from the front and the left. Attacks from the right do not use the shield. So anything that comes from missile only has the defense skill and armor to pass, you know. That's why the has shield ability is there. You know, right now I also have some scouts attacking my units. That is to be sure, of course. Where are my skirmishers? I really want them to charge those guys. I'm taking some losses due to their scouts. So if I tell these guys to move in, these guys will start skirmishing away, so that's cool. Right now my archers are doing a lot of damage to these Orc Raiders. My skirmishers starting to do some damage there as well. Can move them away. Come on, move them away. I don't want them to be charged upon. There we go. And now I think I can end everything with just the charge. Yeah, the scouts are not attacking, so for now I'm withholding the charge. If the scouts were reloading, then I would do this charge, as in right now. Since they are in loose formation, this is actually something very silly, which means that they will take less losses there, you know? Right now I'm going to stop my archers from firing, I'm going to stop these guys from firing. I'm going to tell them to attack here. I don't know, honestly I don't know. I can just tell these infantry units to attack. That's it. Now I want my bodyguards to kill those guys. Kill them.
Without him, his troops will
In Total War Warhammer, I feel like the greenskins are a little bit overpowered. Why do you say that? In terms of the overall play that it can do, or is it the position, or is it just the units, for instance? Because I hear a lot of the units of the greenskins being, being hard to pinpoint. That's actually one thing that I've seen. Like it's hard to pinpoint them. Okay, let's move faster here. No missiles have been fired, so that's fine. That way I lost like 1% of men. A couple of these Rohan riders have fallen, that's fine. By the way, fighting to the death works differently here. They actually are not fighting, they do not cause any casualties. And it happens when they are completely surrounded. What it also means is that when they are fighting to the death, they are not routing, they're not retreating, and they do not count for the victory objective. So if you have their whole army fighting to the death, you won't get the message that they are defeated, which is very strange. Okay, for YouTube that'll be it. I finally have 3 full armies here.
Your orders, my lord.
Yes, they are decent armies. They can deal with what he's sending, actually, I believe.
My lord, my lord.
I'm gonna have to send this guy here.
I shall continue tomorrow.
I think he actually merged the Olok that one of them. Because they can conquer really fast, and your high level units can get destroyed by mid tier units. Also, their mid tier units are very powerful. Okay, gotcha.
Your orders,
Gotcha.
yes, my lord. Your orders, my lord.
Like what? Orc big guns, for instance? Is that it?
Your will, my lord.
Okay, read the mark skirmishers. I'm gonna send them over here. Yeah, there we go. Let's see. I did earn some money, but I don't think that I can do anything with that in terms of buildings or anything. Yeah. So next turn, I'm just gonna join in everything here, and we'll keep going with the conquest. And also, let me stop the video when I'm seeing this guy, so that I can do everything finally. Guys, for YouTube, that will be it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next episode. Cheers!